Ebusuya Sabri, the Minister Designate for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Honorable Sam Nate George, or MP for Ningo Pram Pram, Ebusuya, and rather Okopia before the appointment committee na Eseweni and Sel Kachere. Right from the word go, no Ebusuya, Honorable Sam George, FAC, tough questions. Na enye easy. Na yenko share some of the questions I bisa Honorable Sam George, ususu say, na enye easy. Ebusuya, Honorable Sam George aka say Ghana fu nyina pew won pew obi aba register ne sim under his watch as the Minister for Communications ebusia wa kirem ye be come into details na ye hu de tie say Ghana fu nyina register one sim ye be kai Honorable Sam George aka say Dr. Bawumia a religious prostitute Andrew okopie mu no Afenyo Markins bisa ne say ora sansem no aka fa Dr. Bawumia ho no obetwa asan ana oda so kuram ebusia ye be tie nsem ana ansa o de mind Yebeka so Honorable Sam George, a advocate and one of the leading members who propagating the enactment of the anti-LGBTQ plus a private member sponsored bill. Ebusia odimutintimai and unti androko PM before the committee will be saying so. What are you doing about the LGBTQ bill? Say no ISPI no ebusia. The response for the mind so no yebetie. Enu eti and the honorable legend of Afenyo Markins business say, my colleague, proud to your assumption of duty as a parliamentarian, no, now near you may be away, said it. And you know your only source of income was your salary as a parliamentarian. Could you tell us your secondary source of income? Response, honorable Sam Choi de Mino, not a Seweni, and so catching not say. Make sure say you subscribe to this channel. You have already subscribed. Now you what turn on your notification bell for latest updates. Interbushia straight to the point. And round there in Honorable Sam Nate George, MP for the Go Pram Pram, Eco PM before the vetting committee as required by law. And you know what to turn nano. Na need edisadu who war or to two gua. Na semba call Kenya, I say Ghana Fubi, and Shantias and say, Ghana Fubi na Eberson register one sim. Now you question how it's going to be done and why he's saying that we should go and re-register our SIM again. You told us some judge on the re-registration of SIM cards in Ghana.
Honorable, do you have a Ghana card with you? Do you have a Ghana card?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. So do you have it with you now?
No, not on my person.
Okay. So why would you say that using the Ghana card as the primary source for the SIM registration was flawed, and that you would want to subject the good people of Ghana to another re-registration of the SIM card?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Common sense is the reason why I'll say that. Because the actions that happened under the last government were very at par with common sense and logic. We've got a National Identification Authority that holds and sits as our national repository of biometric data. I think it was wickedness of the highest order to subject Ghanaians to long hours of queues, taking away productive man hours affecting our economy, to go and queue again and resubmit biometrics, simply because egos could not be managed. We will do a proper SIM re-registration again. But this time, nobody's going to queue, because common sense will prevail, expertise will prevail, and logic will work. The MNOs hold a certain set of data. We would use technology to cross-reference that against the NIA's database and all biometric databases, and only instances where there are disparities would require you visiting an MNO shop. Because today, as we speak, the telcos cannot truly verify who is holding their SIM card. And it even is in their own benefit for us to do this process and do it properly. Thank you very much.
Honorable Sam George, Honorable Afenyo Markins, Honorable, what is your secondary source of income aside being a member of parliament? Answer the mind, say, or year, or industrials, me only PD and use just say, or year, or dynamic, and with the balance, only problem only be kura na ne yere ebe kita for all the expenses any problem kura no ti no me na akonya we so etumi nua no mema fo say okoware a mpanyine kura bu baby say okoware bisa this time around bisa no be share the financial aspect of the woman the economic viability the woman no nisikasem ejina brand and now so na ka bu it's a response honorable Sam George Maya we bring bisa and say what is a secondary source of income yeti moyodema onenua Afenyo Markins.
The period you became a member of parliament, you were not doing any other business. You were solely dependent on your salary, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, as my primary source of income.
Did you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
No, I don't get it. Please explain.
I'm married to an industrious woman.
Okay, so please explain to her, if you say you are married to an industrious woman, and that is the source of your secondary income, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, my wife takes care of me.
Very well. So, industrious woman, she takes care of you. Are you suggesting that she also paid your school fees for your UK program?
Mr. Chairman, I believe that this committee has asked me to furnish them records of my fees that were paid. I believe that I don't see where we're going with this. Thank you.
No, with the greatest respect, honorable nominee, I continue to treat you with respect. If you say you don't see, yours is to answer. If you need guidance, please seek guidance from the chair. If chair allows my question, and you want to say you don't see, where I follow up based on what you say. I never asked you about your wife. I never asked you about her business. You said your wife takes care of you. These are your words. You say your wife is an industrious woman. These are your words. And that is your secondary source of income. These are your words. So, are you aware whether your wife, through her industry, has been paying her taxes? Have you become aware of it?
Mr. Chairman, those are my wife's
Please, please. That is personal to your wife. So, with all due respect,
the monies that your wife gives you, which monies you say that is your secondary source of income, do you pay taxes on them?
Mr. Chairman, I have at no point in time before this committee, and I'm on record, said that my wife gives me money. I have at no point in time made that claim. My claim before this committee is that my wife takes care of me. I didn't say she gives me money. Thank you.
Is that your secondary source of income?
I have not said so. Your words, Mr. Chairman.
Ebusuya ye no kwa omampanyine Akufo-Addo Breso. Honorable Sam George can send me brief no ho akire say the MPP administration have not stolen from the national purse radar. Nemo purse na nkasa o man scan gumu no ho afa. That question no na ebusuya Honorable Sam George. Esa engineer can say yes. Now do not hear the leader of the government business for that matter. See me ko ya ono njejirejenti. Yenti response on the man Alexander Afenyo Markins for some seminar so all kind some time ago no ehun. Osankura Chair say we need about 4 hours plus to mention about 700 scandals at AC and Ananado's administration. Ebusuya into Honorable Sam George.
Would you want to explain what you mean by Nana Akufo-Addo did not steal from the public purse, but he actually stole the purse? Would you explain what you meant by that? And after that, let the public know whether you still stand by that statement or you seek to retract.
Mr. Chairman, before I answer, may I seek leave of you to know how many minutes I have to answer this question? Because I have a litany of over 700 corruption scandals under President Akufo-Addo that I would list systematically and explain each one to show Ghanaians how President Akufo-Addo and his government stole the public purse.
Honorable nominee, the question is, do you stand by it or not?
The question was twofold. So, do I stand by it? Yes. Why did I say it? That's what I'm asking for. How many minutes or hours you give to me to run through 700 corruption scandals under President Akufo-Addo?
Chairman, if the nominee so pleases with his evidence against Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and he wants to proceed, it is within his right to proceed. Proceed. That's fine. Proceed.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, looking at the time, I'm unable to allow the witness or the nominee to be proceeding with over 700 evidence that he is having. So instead, I will urge upon the nominee to make it available for the committee.
Chairman, in view of your earlier ruling, I will be happy to receive all that evidence so that as a house and as part of the proceedings, upon receipt, those individuals who were involved in those corrupt practices will then appear before us for us to interrogate the issues, because this is an important matter. So there's no problem at all. We will be happy to receive that. Next video, please.
How many minutes would it take you to state it? Stating it.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not just going to state, I'm going to explain. So I'll need about 4.5 hours.
I'm asking you to state. I'm not asking you to give explanation.
Mr. Chairman, just stating it and not explaining it will not do justice to me. So then, if you won't allow me time to explain them for the Ghanaian people to understand, then there's no need me starting.
My respected colleague, you rightly said that you and I have known each other for many years. Rightly so. In my days as an entrepreneur at trade fair, where I was running my transport logistics business, you as a young man rented some of my trucks to do business. And we've had a very excellent relationship since then. I won't be the person to obstruct your career path. In the least, I should guide as your senior brother. Going through your CV, you are 85 born, I'm 78. I've seen a lot that you are yet to see. Now, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. My respected colleague, Honorable Abu Jinapo, had posed a question to you regarding views you had earlier expressed about the Chief Justice. One of it was to the effect that she was deliberately delaying a suit in court. Which suit you and I notoriously know it to be the LGBT suit. Do you, with the benefit of St. Francis's prayer, which you have invoked, think that you were fair to my lady in the comment you made about her publicly? Which comment she's not had an opportunity to publicly rebut. Do you think you were fair?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, given the facts available to me at the time I made those comments, I believe that they were made in good faith at the time I made the comment.
The benefit of hindsight, and now that you know, and granted, I just want to be fair to you, the case had certain applications flying here and there, and there were parties to it, and the respondent defendant's lawyer had made certain applications to the court, which I'm sure you didn't know at the time, correct?
Mr. Chair, I knew.
Okay, if you did, then the various adjournments which were occasioned by the defendant lawyers couldn't have been the cause of my lady, the Chief Justice, correct?
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, I disagree.
So, it is your case for public records that Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, deliberately delayed the suit that was before the Supreme Court. It is your case.
Mr. Chairman, my argument had always been...
Honorable nominee, respectfully, is it your case that the LGBT case mounted by my respected friend Richard Delasky, barrister at law, etc., was deliberately delayed by the Chief Justice of the Republic? Is that your position? Yes, no?
Mr. Chairman, the description are your attributions, not mine. My words were that she had the power to move the case faster than it was being done. And subsequent actions after the demonstration that I led have actually proved my position to be true. That when the Chief Justice gives a timeline, everybody, respondent or plaintiff, Attorney General inclusive, must abide by it. When she invoked her powers, everybody complied. So my contention that she could have expedited it if she had given earlier timelines were proving right by her subsequent actions. Thank you.
Do you think that prior to your comment, she was not doing her job well? Is that your case?
Mr. Chairman, I thought she could have done better in the exercise of her public office.
Do you think that your commentary was fair to her?
Mr. Chairman, I believe that all public officers are subject to constructive criticism, and I consider my comments constructive criticism.
Honorable Sam George, the process of empaneling, the process a case travels involving parties cannot be at the instance of the Chief Justice of the Republic. Do you agree to that?
The rules of procedure dictate who is responsible for empaneling of judges in the cases.
Do you have evidence that my lady, the Chief Justice, delayed in empaneling justices for the case?
Mr. Chairman, there was never a question about a delay in empaneling. There was a question about a delay in hearing.
What occasioned the delay in hearing?
Mr. Chairman, I believe that only the Chief Justice can explain to this House why, when she gave us a date of July 18th for ruling, when we appeared before her on the 18th of July, she chose to adjourn ruling on the matter indefinitely. I can't speak to her reasoning.
Were you a party in the case?
Not directly, sir.
Were you a party in the case? Were you a party in the suit?
Not on the record.
Had you filed as an interested party in the suit, Mr. Sam George?
Not on the record.
Was it fair?
Leader, you just
Chairman, thank you very much.
It's a business every day. About the found Sam George responses are all the mine at the vetting committee. No, now I say video now for Fonsonia be I share young from Fana up here, Madam. Bye bye.